3.
Okay, right. Good morning, class. How you guys doing? Okay, please have a seat. Okay, so let's get started with our presentation. Amir, Adam, and Arif, please come forward to present about your Braille framework.
Hello, good morning everyone. How are you today? No correction. Okay. First of all, I would like to say thank you, Sir Hasmi, for calling us. And we would like to present. We from Group 2 would like to present Dunkin Donuts. Before we go forward, I would like to introduce our group members, which is me myself, Amir Ishad bin Jasni, and that is Adam Hasbi bin Edi Hasmi, and that is Muhammad Arif Aiman bin Hassan. Okay, for the content that we will be present is firstly is Dunkin Donuts Braille framework. Second is competitive implications of each Braille. Third is Dunkin Donuts competitive advantage and overall performance, and lastly, one location to be penetrated for performance improvement.
Alright, let's get into the Braille framework. Okay, so as we all know, Braille stands for value, rarity, imitability, and organize. So, for value, the firm Dunkin Donuts sells common coffee donuts at a affordable price. Okay, they also provide drive-through that enhances customers' efficiency and convenience. Other than that, the value that Dunkin Donuts have is that they have very strong presence in most countries, which eases customers' purchase. Next, we have rarity. Dunkin Donuts is considered as rare because unlike other coffee shops, they focus on lower income as the prices are mostly affordable. Other than that, Dunkin Donuts also provide drive-thru, as I mentioned earlier. Also, Dunkin Donuts, they have such strong presence in most of the countries, especially Eastern US. Right, the next one, I is imitatability. Okay, any firm can imitate selling basic and cheap products like them. Okay, so meaning in terms of their cheap prices, their competitors can actually do the same as well. So in this case, we can say that it is easily imitatable. Second, in terms of their drive-thrus, it is considered as inimitable as other firms will need to broaden their location and rebuild aspect of others. And as for the last one, in terms of their location expansion in some countries, it is considered as easily imitatable as well. Okay, next we have O, which is organization. Okay, so this one, it is organization is known how the firm is taking advantage of their competitive advantage, of the values, of the rarity that they have. So, in terms of their cheap prices, they are actually taking advantage of it by selling more cheap products, and also variety, increase the varietiness of their products. Okay, next is the firm is also providing drive-thrus in majority of their location, which raises the share of market that prefers convenience. This means they are increasing the number of drive-thrus that they are having right now, such as in Malaysia and in India and some other countries as well. Okay, lastly, Dunkin Donuts is also continuously expanding in Eastern US. So, as we can see here, there are two pictures. On the left here, we have one of the drive-thrus that Dunkin Donuts have provided in some of their locations. And as for the right picture, this is actually one of the prices that has been offered by them, which is in Malaysia. As you can see here is RM 9.90 only. This is very affordable for what, 9 donuts and 2 chocolate drinks or 2 lattes. Okay, so here is the table for the summary of Dunkin' Donuts Vario framework. So you can see, as I mentioned earlier, Vario stands for valuable, rare, inimitable, and organized. So yeah, you can see here, this is a summary, what they have and what they don't have. And as for the last column here, this is the impact of competitive advantage. Also, the Vario impact of competitive advantage, also known as the competitive implication. Alright, so as you can see here, the first thing that I mentioned was about regarding the cheap price. Okay, so in terms of that, it is realized as temporary competitive advantage. Why is it considered as temporary? It is because it is easily imitated. It can be easily imitated by the competitors. So when the competitors can easily imitate the cheap price that they are providing, they are considered as temporary. Okay, next one is drive-through that they are providing to their customers. This one is realized as sustainable competitive advantage. Why so? As I mentioned earlier, their competitors will need much more effort, like broaden their locations and increasing their aspect of others to actually create drive-thrus to their customers. So in this case, it is realized as sustainable. They can sustain this competitive advantage because it cannot be easily be imitated. Okay, the last one is very strong presence in Eastern US. This one is also realized as temporary competitive advantage, as the competitors can easily copy this from them. Next.
Okay, for competitive advantage, I will talk about this part is there are 3 obvious competitive advantage. Firstly, you can see in the variety of the product, which is the variety of the donut flavors. With more than 50 flavors offered as per the website shows, and this shows that it is obvious competitive advantage because not many company can produce 50 flavors. That so it is a competitive advantage that Dunkin' Donuts must use perfectly. And second is, with a focus on the middle class, Dunkin' Donuts offers more affordable price traditional fast food eateries. Dunkin' Donuts, they want to be the lowest cost provider in the market while maintaining the best acceptable quality. Why I say acceptable? Because when they reduce the price, the taste often also feel badly impacted. So what they do, the research and development department come up with the best price with the best acceptable quality. And why did I say traditional fast food eateries here? Because Dunkin' Donuts resembles more of traditional fast food eateries, and that's why they can offer more competitive pricing rather than their competitors such as Starbucks. As logically, when we compare Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks, for example, Dunkin' Donuts will always be the option for the cheapest price. And thirdly is Dunkin' Donuts serves a variety of hearty breakfast sandwiches. As of 2021, the menu features healthy options such as avocado toast and also stevia. Stevia is also a type of sugar, but it is not sugar, but can be a substitute of sugar and oat milk. Okay, for overall performance, as we can see here, Dunkin' Donuts brand has seen a steady growth in revenues, and it has increased from 1.25 billion in 2016 to 1.32 billion in 2018. As you can see, from 2016 to 2018 here, we can see hundreds of millions of growth in the revenue. But as we can see, when I compare to Starbucks, a premium type of coffee maker, we can see that Dunkin' Donuts still has a long way to go. Firstly, we look in the aspect of how many outlets they have. So, Dunkin' Donuts only has 10,000 stores in 32 countries, whereas Starbucks has 20,000 stores on 6 continents, which is Asia, Europe, Africa, and so on. So as you can see, Starbucks has the double stores compared to Dunkin' Donuts, and that is very huge difference. And when we talk about comparison, we must compare in terms of sales. So in terms of sales of Dunkin' Donuts, we can see that the sales of nearby $9 billion. It's huge numbers, right? But when we see that Starbucks, it has sales of nearly $13 billion. So $4 billion gap here is the gap from Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. But still, as we can see, the growth here, 1.25 to 1.32, if they keep maintaining this growth, I see that in 5 to 10 years, they maybe can reach up to the Starbucks level.
So next is locations to be penetrated for performance improvement in India. Unlike the West, where customers love coffee, Indians prefer another beverage called chai. So chai is in Dunkin' Donuts have a chai latte or even a vanilla chai latte, but the way Indian make chai is totally different. Also, the ingredients are different as well. There's no almond milk, maple syrup, or cinnamon in Indian chai. So next is Indian cuisine has more sweet than you can count on all your fingers. So a donut had to be something really special and different. Unfortunately, it's not. Even dozen different variety of donut cannot compete with the local sweet snack which occur in hundreds. So other than that, has to compete with this local outlet who has a deeper, rapid cultural similarity and a strong kinship with the local customer. So next is price as an issue. So the average salary in India is around 30,000 Indian rupees per month, which is equivalent to $420. The average cost for two in Dunkin' Donuts in India can be around 600 Indian rupee. So which a lot for most people who are earning a near average or below average salary. So for the solution, Dunkin' Donuts must serve coffee with ingredients that Indians love. So other than that, Dunkin' Donuts must serve donut with the level of sweet that can compete with the local food. And lastly, price must be affordable for the average salary for Indian people.
Alright, so this is the conclusion for our presentation. As you can see here, this is about, despite having strong Brio structure, most of their competitive advantage can be easily imitated and their performance is at a stagnant rising stage. Example given, Starbucks' performance is better than them and are getting better as they now own drive-thrus too in Malaysia and other regions. Okay, I'm going to pass the solution to Arif.
So for the solution, Dunkin' Donuts needs new ideas and extra effort for market sustainability or even better enhancement. So for example, penetration into India because Indians prefer cheaper product and love their local taste. So as you all can see last slide, so Indians prefer cheaper product because their average salary is around 30,000 Indian rupees. So for the local taste, they are really in love for their local taste. So Dunkin' Donuts must make a product that can beat their local taste. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.